That is adorable. Hey guys, it's
Cam
and Kadie. I'm American.
and I'm from Ireland and we live here in Spain.
And today is a very rainy day, so we're thinking, why not do a video on what I as an American miss about America? So we decided to go to McDonald's. We're doing a bit of a mukbang or a McBang.
McBang.
And I got a buffalo style chicken, which is a blessing that I could even get this today. It's brand new.
We got the buffalo style
Yes,
chicken.
we both got the buffalo style chicken. And something I actually miss about America is buffalo sauce. I haven't been able to find that over here. So,
That looks very buffalo-y.
yep, it's very buffalo-y. Show.
Can't really see it.
Alright, so we got a buffalo chicken sandwich.
We got a buffalo chicken sandwich each, some chips, and then I got 2 extra hamburgers.
And I got a McFlurry, of course.
For those of you wondering where little Sophie is, she's asleep in the back. So, believe it or not, this is actually the second time we're filming this. About 2 weeks ago, we did a whole mukbang just like this. We didn't get these burgers, we got some other American one that they had at the time. And we did the whole video. It was a great video, we really enjoyed it, we were laughing, everything was great. Got home and realized that our new camera, we hadn't set up the mic properly. We tried to use an old mic with it, and you have to use the mic that came with it, so no sound.
So we're filming again. We wanted to move Sophie, but she just fell asleep, and we
Yeah.
just don't want to risk it.
She's just fallen asleep and she's pretty tired today, so we don't want to wake her by trying to turn her. So I guess first and foremost, with us eating McDonald's, what do you miss about American food?
I miss Panda Express. I miss Costa Vida. I miss the Tex-Mex of America because we have such a Mexican food influence. And I mean, when we visit America, we get Mexican food multiple times in the week.
Oh yeah, all the time.
It's so good. I miss Chick-fil-A,
What's your thoughts?
Buffalo Wild Wings, which kind of is similar to buffalo chicken. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
In general, I just miss the food chains because in America we have a lot of fast food, but it's not always really unhealthy. They have things like Chipotle, Costa Vida.
Chipotle.
Chipotle's my life! A lot of the food chains in America are quite healthy. So, I mean, when you think of fast food, you think of Burger King, McDonald's, like we're eating, kind of the unhealthy, high-calorie stuff. But in America, they have fast food that's actually healthy
Yeah.
and that you can quickly grab and go. Like
Yeah.
salads. I mean, in Ireland, similar, they have a place called Chopped where they chop up salads and stuff. And I miss that. The convenience in Spain just isn't the same.
Yeah, I feel like in Europe, we really separate between fast food, which is just like bad for you, like McDonald's and stuff. And then you can, like, that's the fast food style.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want fast food, if you want something a bit more healthy, a bit more clean, a bit more homemade, so to speak, you have to go sit down in a restaurant and like order it and like wait for the food to come out. Like we have no in-betweens, where in America there's so many fast food places that are still just as good as like sit-down restaurant food. One thing I will say, and we're going to touch on this a lot in this video, is that one of the main differences, and this applies to restaurants and applies to a lot of other things we'll talk about, is just in America there's just so much more choice. There's just so much more to choose from. There's so many different varieties. So like, especially the topic we're on now, restaurants, there's just so many more restaurants and so much more you can choose from when you want to eat out.
So another thing I miss is just the overall friendliness of Americans. When you get to know people here in Europe, people are very friendly, very kind, but they're not as complimentary. They're not going to just openly say like, oh, I love your shirt or I love your this or that. But I'll never forget, after moving to Spain, I was visiting my family in America and I went to Panda Express. No one was in the restaurant that day, and as I was walking in, one of the employees says, I love your outfit. And I kind of looked around like, who is she talking to? And she goes, you, I'm talking to you, I love your outfit. And it made me feel so good because it had been like a year since that has happened because I was fresh to Europe. And going to America and experiencing that, it made us then talk about how much I miss the friendliness of Americans.
There definitely is. There's like definitely a complimentary culture in America where people are really quick to say like, wow, you look really good, or I like your hair, or I like this, or I like that. In Europe, we're just not as much that way. Don't get me wrong, like obviously Europeans are friendly people, especially once you get to know them, like Caitlin said. But we're more just kind of conservative. We kind of just mind our own business. We don't really, Americans are so okay, here's a good example.
Sorry.
Here's a
Sorry.
good example. One time we were in Disneyland, California, and we were having a conversation about the meaning of a word. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to start a whole debate again.
Oxymoron.
Okay, Caitlin just said it. So we were having a little chat about the meaning of oxymoron, right? And I was saying, I think it means this. Kate was like, no, it means this. And this random guy was like, it actually means this, and just like interrupted in our conversation.
He said I was right.
He, in his opinion, Caitlin's definition was the right one, but I still disagree with them both. But anyway, but yeah, like that's like so normal in America for like someone to just kind of join in on your conversation, where in Europe, like that would never happen unless like it would be such a rare thing. It'd be so rare. It'd be like almost like what was wrong with that person or something, you know, or unless they felt like they absolutely had to. But in America, it's like an everyday occurrence. Like people just kind of join in chatting with you. Like it's like they assume that they're your friend before they even like know anything about you.
I love the outlook of Americans. Just be friendly. You can say what you want. You can compliment when you want. I just love it. So, a few other foods I miss. I miss goldfish. If you know, you know. I miss Gushers. I miss fruit snacks in general. Here on this side of the world, they don't have a lot of fruit snacks, which are kind of candy if you think about it. But like when you go to school as a child, your parents will pack you a little fruit snacks, you know? And I really miss that. Sometimes I just crave fruit snacks. Then I also miss things like Nutter Butters, Cosmic Brownies. We just have a lot of like dollar huge boxes of snacks. And don't get me wrong, they're unhealthy. I don't need them in my life, but sometimes I just want to go to Walmart and grab a Nutter Butter. I grab Gushers. Like there are some things I genuinely miss or I crave.
That's so American. I just want to go to Walmart and grab a Nutter Butter. I find that when we do the videos about America, Caitlin's Americanness really comes out. It's cute. So for those of you who don't know, I lived in America for 2 years. And so there's plenty of stuff that I miss about America too. It's really like common to get a large quantity of something for cheap, say in the big gulps. Like in Europe, if you go into a petrol station or into like a spa or something, you like can get like a bottle of water or a bottle of a fizzy drink, and it's like, you know, €1.50 or €2 or whatever, like just like a normal.
You wouldn't get a fountain drink.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get like this big 4-liter fountain drink for 90 cents. Like that's just insane. But as well, like another example is like Costco, for example. Like Costco, you go, it's like a big supermarket where you can buy everything in bulk for really cheap. And like, I just think that's genius. Like, especially when you have like certain things that you need all the time, it's so much better to be able to buy it in bulk and get it for cheaper. So like, for example, just a basic necessity is like toilet roll, or
for Cameron, protein powder.
Like you can go and just get a huge amount, and then because you're buying so much of it, you get it for a cheaper price than just buying like enough for a week or whatever it is.
The quantities are amazing.
Yeah, like, and again, obviously these are things we miss about America and they're fun, but they can be problematic too, because there's a reason that there's a big problem with obesity in America. Like Caitlin said, like when you go out to eat, a large in Europe is their small. Like legit, I'm not even exaggerating. Like their drink size is our large is their small. And then so you can get a large drink, right? So imagine in Europe, right? Here's a large drink. There's a large, right?
That's like our small.
Big that is next to my head.
Well, medium. That's
small.
our small or medium.
Small or medium in America, right? And it's free refills anyway. So like, does it really matter? Probably not.
Yeah.
But imagine if that's a small or medium. Imagine how big the cup is that's a large. And then you can go refill it again after you've drank it all.
Well,
madness. Is this yours?
The next thing I miss is just like the movie theaters. I mean, the luxury movie theaters. And they have them over here too. I'm talking from someone living in Spain, where I'm living currently in Spain, and what I miss, okay? I miss the recliner chairs that have heater seats.
Like imagine going to the cinema and having a heated seat that gives you a massage at the same time. Like,
that's the life.
In Europe, most cinemas have like a row of like luxury seating, and it's like all it can do is recline. That's it. Like it's a bit more spacious. It can recline. It might have one of the little tray things for your food. In America, like we've gone to cinemas when we visit Caitlin's family, and the whole cinema, every seat is a recliner seat that heats up.
So I miss driving in America because it's just easier driving, and I think that's why we can drive at 16 and over here it's like 18.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that like in America, every road is like a motorway for us. Or like like a main road. So like in Europe, we'll have like motorways and main roads, and they're pretty straight roads with either 2 or 3 lanes of traffic. In America, every road is that way. Even in like little villages and stuff, their roads are still so wide and just straight.
Villages?
And towns, whatever, same difference. But like,
such a European.
Okay, so for example, let's say you go to a village or a little town in America. It's like one like straight through roads, just like you turn off to the streets, everything's real organized. You go to a little town or village in Ireland, and it's like the scene from The Holiday when she's driving her little Mini and she thinks she's gonna die because there's a big car coming for her, and the road is tiny. Like, oh, please do not hit me. That's every European's experience.
The other day we were driving through a Spanish town, and we were talking about how their streets are as wide as our sidewalks or paths, as you guys would call it. It's just so much wider and bigger in America. Everything. I miss talking in Fahrenheit, and I miss measuring, like, some people say how many centimeters they are, and I'm like, just break it down to feet and inches. It's a lot easier. To lose a pound, it's a lot easier than losing the kilo. Measurements.
We've talked about this in our videos before. I understand why Caitlin misses it, but America is one of the only places that does it. So maybe America needs to change. But yeah, Fahrenheit is Celsius. Centimeters and meters. What do you guys use? Foot? You guys use foot to measure yourselves?
Just very measuring for cooking.
Yeah, like yeah.
I look up recipes over here and they're all in grams, and I'm like, I miss the fourth a cup or half a cup, and so I'm constantly asking our Alexa, how many grams are in this? Oh.
Please comment below if your Alexa just turned on when Caitlin said that.
Over here, if you need to get a bike, you have to go to a bike shop. If you need to get milk, you go to a grocery store. If you need to get a card for someone's birthday, you have to go to like a party store to get that. I'm used to, again, my Walmart days, okay? I could buy my bicycle, my milk, and a new camera all at the same place. But here, it's just not like that.
Yeah. Walmart's crazy.
Walmart's amazing. Shout out to Walmart.
It literally
and
has
Target.
Everything. Like everything you could possibly go out to buy, you can find it at Walmart.
Yep. And last but not least, I will say, even when it comes to like McFlurries, like they just sprinkle some Oreo on mine, but for one, they don't have M&M McFlurries, which is hard for me. But when I go to America, they load M&Ms in my McFlurry. Like they fill up half the thing with M&Ms. They're not stingy. Over here, they're a bit stingy.
Wow. Caitlin thinks Europeans are stingy.
You heard it here first, folks. I miss my family and friends, okay? There's a place called Crumble that only serves cookies. And then they have that with different things like acai bowls, cupcakes, anything. They have one shop for one type of food. And I just miss that. I miss our Crumble cookies, these huge Crumble. American style.
Hey, Crumble, please sponsor this. Please send us some cookies.
We obviously miss how large and incredible the gyms are. And then they have these massage chairs in the gyms that are included in the price of your membership.
I definitely miss the gyms in America. I think it's hard for me because gyms in Europe, like there's definitely good gyms and they're starting to get better, and there's some gyms that are really big and they have all the machines you need and stuff. But in America, like your average gym that like is on every other corner that like everyone has access to is like this massive warehouse of a gym that has like all the weights you could want, all the machines you could want,
all the angles,
all the different angles, all the different cardio machines you could want. It has a pool, it has a jacuzzi, it has a sauna. Like every gym in America is that way. In Europe, like most our gyms, not all, are just like
they're like
small,
a hotel gym in America.
Yeah, it's like a hotel. It's like just a room with a few machines, you know, some dumbbells up to 50 kilos if you're lucky.
Let me put it this way. The gym that we go to when we visit my family, they have a cinema room. It's a cardio room with a movie theater room. Movie. Like within a movie theater room. So you're doing your cardio, the lights are dimmed, and you're watching a movie like you're at a cinema.
Insane.
And then after our workout, we go use the massage chair. Mm-hmm. So basically, instead of getting the holiday blues when we get home, we get the gym blues because we just miss our gym.
Literally.
Anyway, so That's it. But there's a lot of potential here in Europe. If we ever want to be business owners, I have a trillion ideas that just aren't a thing over here. So anyway, we love living here in Spain. I love it here, but obviously I miss some of my candies, my fruit snacks, my restaurants, my family and friends, and that's it. So
there's definitely things I miss about America. There's definitely things I love about America. There's things I love about Europe, so they're kind of equal to me. But I'm glad that I have my little American with me here in Europe. So I get to enjoy the best of both worlds.
That is adorable. On that note, thank you for tuning into this video. I'm so glad we got to refilm it because that was...
I don't know where that went.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.
And tune in for our next video to come.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.